start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain. You walk in my direction, I go the other way. I start to stutter when I speak. Trying to stand but my knees go weak. What's happening to me? In the dark, can you tell me what it means?
So listen, first and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else. So be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know, my voice too raspy to be whispering, all right? And on top of that, I'm getting over a cold. So my voice too raspy to be whispering. So this the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? So before we get started, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, likes, shares, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, all right? Now, chosen ones, we gonna have to talk, babies. So I want you to realize something, right? You know, this is the season of giving, right? This is the season of receiving, correct? See, some of you are getting excited, ready for Christmas because it's in a few days. Some of y'all are in that, again, just that upbeat vibe, right? But chosen ones, see, I told you how we compare Christmas to your everyday life as well. See, I want you to think that Santa represents God in a sense. You understand me? Now, what do I mean? See, chosen ones, I want you to step away from certain things that you were told, right? I want you to take a step back because there's some of you that believe Christmas was at a certain date based upon the fact that they felt like it was around springtime. You understand? Some people represent as far as Christmas with the birth of Jesus, so on and so forth. But I want y'all to take a step back and think about how they said about this holiday, right? Now, we ain't even talking about the slaughters that was done, all of that. Chosen ones, just heard me out, correct? See, chosen ones, I want you to think about this. See, what does Christmas in a sense symbolize? See, you have to be doing good behavior, right, in order to receive something. There's also a period of time where, again, you got to do the right thing in order to get gifted, correct? See how they say that Santa knows when you've been naughty or nice, so on and so forth, that based upon what you do all year long, this is what comes towards you. See, what if I told you right now, this is your abundant season that you stepping into. This is the thing, the prayers that you've been praying. This is the things that you've been patiently waiting for. This is your season where you about to receive them. You understand me? So you need to be very specific. Now, what do I mean? See, again, God, we gonna say represents Santa in this situation. See, God's the individual that's been watching how you carry everybody around you. Seeing that, again, you made best with the tools and certain things that you had, right? So, again, you was able to stretch those paychecks to pay certain bills. You was able to make certain food stretch in order to prepare certain meals, so on and so forth, right? See, you've been scarce this season for so long. This could have been since childhood. This could have been for the past 5 years. This could have been for the past 5 months, whatever the case may be. You write it in, right? See, for so long, you've been doing the right thing when you felt like nobody was paying attention. See, you heard what they said, that yes, you get rewarded for good behavior. You heard what they said as far as, yes, that somebody's always watching, that God is seeing exactly what you're doing, whether or not you being nice or you being naughty, right? So we didn't heard this, chosen ones. But there's some people that started to lose faith. That's almost like when you have children and they friends don't believe in nothing, so they tell your children that Santa doesn't exist. And now you got to come in and tell them improve to them in order to attempt to keep some type of innocence. See, chosen ones, for so long, the devil's been telling you that this good work was for nothing. The devil's been telling you that all your hard work has been for nothing. The devil's been telling you that you keeping your right heart, your right mind, you staying, again, divinely aligned, you listening to what God's guiding you to do inside, you trusting your intuition. See, the devil's been trying to ruin your innocence, try to tell you that certain things ain't going to get rewarded that you did. That's not true. See, that may be true for them, but that's not true for you. See, yes, they are correct. To them, they may not feel like it exists, but think about all the bad things that they done did. They didn't earn these gifts. They didn't earn this abundance that's about to come in. They didn't earn and deserve this position that they about to get placed in. They was doing bad things. You understand me? So there's certain family members, there's certain friends, there's certain karmic partners that you was connected to. There's certain people that, again, try to ruin your innocence. They try to have you doubt you. They try to, again, almost have you on that naughty list when you ain't even do nothing negative. You understand me? But chosen ones, I want you to realize, again, this is your season. So take that list and I want you to double check it. You understand me? What do you want? What are the things that's going to make you happy? And before you do, there's a few things I want you to run down, right? See, when I say that you get to actually put a request in and say the things that you want, and God's going to present them, all because you continue to listen, you was obedient to him, you didn't know whether or not it was going to have a big outcome or big payout or not, but you kept doing the right thing because that's what you were divinely aligned with, right? You stuck to your morals, even at times where there was no monetary gain. You sat there and spoke your truth, even when people sit there and try to put your truth to shame. See, you sat there and kept fighting, correct? When everybody else was working against you, you followed him. When I say him, I'm talking about God. You heard me? So, chosen ones, what happens now? You listen. That's why your gift is starting to get greater and greater. Because I often have people ask me, well, how do you tune in? How do you get your gifts? By being obedient to God. You got to be his best right-hand man or woman. Now, what do I mean? That means you not questioning when God tells you to do certain things. You not sitting there asking 1,000,001 questions. When he say go, your ass is going. When he tells you to stay, you staying. When he tells you to talk, you talk. When he tells you to be quiet, you listen. You understand me? God wants to see not that you just following everything because, oh, you don't have a mind on your own, but it's because you know that he sees certain things that your ass don't. You understand me? If that's the creator of all, you think that he doesn't know what position everything's going to play in a sense? Don't you realize that's why God put a piece of him in you? That's that intuition. That's that, again, that ability to see what people intend to do to you before they have an opportunity to do it. You understand me? You got certain gifts, chosen ones. You got certain tools that the devil will try to tell you not to use. Why? Because if you do, you're going to see through what they showing you. That's these phony ass friends that, again, they don't want you to look into certain things when you're not feeling intuitively right about them. This is certain people that you know's lying, cheating, deceiving, so on and so forth, but they don't want you to see it. So they're going to persuade you not to use the gifts that God gave you. That's almost like that fake chain tester, that diamond tester in a sense. They sitting there trying to sell you something phony. And they want you to purchase it. And you sitting there like, let me use my intuition. That's that diamond tester in a sense. Let me see if that energy's really like that. Let me see if that's real pure. Let me see. They don't want you to test it. You understand me? So they try to have an attitude. They try to act like they are mad at the fact that you have the audacity to say that to them. They gonna sit there, try to walk away real quick so that you can't test that shit. But again, that itself is your answer that you was looking for, chosen ones. See, that's what we do. We test that. You say that you like that, okay, cool. God's going to have us cross paths and see if you really going to prove it. You understand me? These individuals that, again, they try to act like they so holy, but they not. They Satan's right-hand man or woman. See, chosen ones. We starting to see, correct? But again, I want you to think about the things that you truly want for you and what you calling in, because this is the season for you to write your list, but you're going to have to do it intuitively. Because the devil and certain karmic people around you going to try to look over your shoulder and in order to see where you headed to. See, they not on the same frequency as you. I told you that's similar like a walkie-talkie, correct? You got to be on the same channel in order for you to hear that conversation. See, they may hear bits and pieces, but it's broken up, so they don't know exactly what you're talking about. That's why the devil will try to attack everything. You understand me? Try to attack everything at once to tear you down. They don't know exactly what's coming in. They just heard bits and pieces based upon the fact that you done said your prayers loud that day, or you done told your friend what you was headed to, or you done told your partner what you was trying to do, so on and so forth, all right? So you have to learn to use your intuition. That's your superpower, chosen ones. Not everybody has that ability. And if they don't speak that same language as you, they not supposed to hear those things. You understand me? If they not vibrating high, if they not divinely aligned with God, if they out here worshiping certain deities, entities, 3D level things, they are not your people. And they not supposed to know what God's about to do for you. See, some of you are wondering why God gave you that quick glimpse. That quick glimpse and told you exactly how the end was going to be. You wondering like, okay, well, God said that in the end, I'm going to be successful. God said in the end that I'm going to have love. I'm going to be married. I'm going to have children. I'm all of these things, right? You seen that quick glimpse. And there's some of you that got caught up because you start doubting yourself that you even seen it. Because it was so quick, but you don't know why God did what he did. See, he told you what the outcome was going to be, but you upset because he ain't tell you what you was about to experience to get to it. See, you upset because you want every step to be told when God's like, nah, certain people around you ain't need to know. He gave you that quick glimpse, not everybody else. He gave you that image pertaining to you. You understand me? That's not for them to see it, chosen ones. You understand me? So I want you to pay attention to people who don't have a similar image as you. People who don't have a similar sight as you. Why? Because they're not equipped to know the things that God's telling you. Why? Because they're going to try to sabotage you from getting there. You understand me? So I want you to pay attention. And excuse me again, because this cold got me sounding crazy. But chosen ones, I want you to pay attention to that quick glimpse. Don't allow the devil to distract you. Again, that's these kids who don't believe in Santa and they try to ruin somebody else's innocence. I want you to stay focused. You understand me? Again, a lot of the times you have to realize that some of you are trying to prepare how to get to the next level, and the preparation is in the experience. You're not going to know until you take that risk and jump on it, because you take risks to so-so shit. Now, what do I mean? See, you took risks to that person that you was connected to. He was sleeping with multiple individuals that was bringing back demons and diseases, putting you at certain risk, correct? See, that you was willing to take a risk to that job who didn't appreciate you, that job where they, again, treated you terrible. You was willing to take that risk, but you're not willing to take that risk pertaining to you too, see, chosen ones. This your season. But you're going to have to follow through. You're going to have to believe in you. You understand me? Don't allow anybody to doubt you because they wasn't seeing the same thing as you, because they not equipped to. You understand me? So, again, pay attention to people's actions. This is not the season for you to tell people everything that you want. This is not the season for you to tell them exactly where you headed. Because if they got that invite too, just like God gave you, then they going to meet you there without you having to tell them anything, correct? This is almost like your abundant season, your love, your prosperity. This is the season where you got to have a special insight to get that. This is almost like that Willy Wonka golden ticket. You got to have that. You understand me? So this is not for you to try to invite everybody or tell them about this event. This is quiet. The people who's supposed to be there is going to be there based upon the invitation that was given. So the person who's supposed to be aligned for you, you're not supposed to tell them everything about you. Them telling you about themselves is you telling them about yourself too. Why, chosen ones? Because y'all are the same. Y'all went through what each other went through in order to get to where each other got to. You understand me? But this is not for you to tell somebody that you want flowers, that you want forehead kisses. This is almost like you got to prove to me that you that person that God sent in. Because you going on a different type of mission. You going into that abundance. Not everybody can go there. This almost like that brink truck. You can't tell everybody where the stop's going to be. You can't tell everybody when you got that money on you, in a sense. You can't tell everybody the direction that you hit it, because some people going to intentionally try to set you up in order to get it. They going to try to rush you. That's these people who come in and, again, try to tell you everything that you want to hear in order to be with you. Excuse me again, because I don't like sniffing and snotting, but I got to get this message across, right? See, chosen ones, there's some of you that, again, you got to protect this love that's coming in, this position that God's about to give you, this child that's about to be born, this relationship, so on and so forth. You understand me? This idea that came in that God told you to do, and he told you to wait to make the moves because he about to align you with like individuals that's going to be able to carry certain loads as well. So chosen ones, be patient. But this is the time for people to prove themselves. This is almost like when your parent tells you, hey, listen, I'll never pick you up. If I ever was supposed to pick you up early, this is the thing that I'm going to say. If somebody ever comes to you and says this, you make sure that they say this code word that day, so on and so forth, right? So everything that you ask God for, the things that you truly want to move forward, that love, affection, those specifics that you give it, this is the time to watch out for them without you saying anything. This is almost like, let you prove to me that you're not an intruder, that you're not a kidnapper, that you're not a karmic, that you're not. Nah, let me see what word that you say. Let me see that key word. If you know it, then I know that we can move forward. But if you don't, so this is that partner that's going to come in talking about what they want. Listen, I want love. I want to merge. I want somebody that I can have a family with, somebody I could build with, so on and so forth, right? See, these are the individuals, chosen ones, that, again, you sit there and know exactly what it is that you want because you personally said it to God and God's presenting it. So it's almost like they're your walking confirmation in a sense. That's why it's very important for you to be you in order to receive what is for you. You had to be authentically you so that your person can identify and know that it's you. You're their walking confirmation, and they're going to be your walking confirmation as well. You understand me? So think about what you want. I want you to think about that list, chosen ones. Think real specific. I don't want you to think about no belts, no pipe, no, as far as blunts, that money that they have, that designer shit. I don't want you to think about that because there ain't no longevity that comes with that. If you sit there and only associate the type of person that you want based upon their body or their sex ability, then okay, well, what happens when that person no longer is able to perform? What happens when they're you're able no longer to be sexual with them? Are you still going to want them around, or is that something that you were leading with, right? Okay, cool. See, what about chosen ones, the people who have certain designer things? You sitting there pursuing them based upon what they look like materialistically. So if that money ever was to stop and they wasn't able to get those things, would you still want that person around? Okay, like, I want you to think, or is that person who was so fresh, is that belt going to be able to provide food for your children? Is that belt going to help raise a certain family dynamic? Is that belt going? No. So I want you to think of as far as longevity, right? Okay, hear me out. Now, pertaining to what does the future you want? Don't think about, no, just right now, because your mind is steady changing. I want you to think about the key elements that you want. You're not going to entertain somebody that's out here teaching their children to give the middle finger and teaching their daughters to twerk and you're not going to sit there and want to raise children nor have your children around somebody's children who's like that, correct? See, chosen ones, I want you to think about not only yourself, but your children as well. Does that person make sense? Do they blend into the situation? Are they sitting there teaching their children the same morals as you? Is this somebody that you would even take risk blending or having around your child in a sense? Does this seem like somebody that is mean-spirited, evil, arrogant, negative? I want you to think about that. Because, again, it's about longevity, especially if you got young children. What type of person would you want around your child? What makes sense? Do you want somebody who acts so hard and you always got to chase them? This person who don't tell you about certain feelings that they have, they want you to guess in a sense. What point does that make? So what are you showing your child? Are you sitting there sealing their fate in a sense? You having them think that that's cool to be with a toxic individual, so now they got to untrain themselves from certain things that were taught by you. No. You need to have somebody that's showing your children the first, what real love is. Respect. Somebody reciprocates that energy. Somebody who has that balance. Somebody who's intelligent, a go-getter, hard, as far as not going to let everybody just step on them. See, when I say hard, I'm not talking about trying to act all rough or tough. This is somebody that's a protector, a provider, but at the same time can be a buttercup. Somebody that, again, asks you how you doing. You understand? So you need to have that and think about the future. Think about the future. Don't think about right now. You sitting there is the person, excuse me again, is the person that you connected to, chosen ones, somebody that when you old in age, you could think that they would care for you. And half the people that you saying yes about, they wasn't even caring for their children when they was born. They wasn't even there when their child was birthed. They wasn't even there throughout their whole child's childhood. So therefore, you think that they just gonna pick and choose to be there for you, and half of them wasn't even there for themselves as well. So therefore, they damn sure ain't gonna do it for you. They wouldn't even do it for them. You understand me? So think about as far as the type of person that you want to be entertaining. Somebody that, okay, is that person just had the ability to pay people to do certain things, or do they have a sense of being able to build things too? And if they don't know how to build, are they able to watch, learn, and be able to do it? You understand me? You need to think about longevity. Them looks ain't going to feed as far as your family, but at the same time, you go based upon what you feel divinely aligns with. You don't have to sit there and settle for somebody that you're not physically attracted to, but you better be attracted to them, all the other elements as well, just not the looks. You understand me? Look at the list. Excuse me again, I'm about to get up off of here. But look at your list, chosen ones. Be real specific what it is that you want. You understand me? Because that's what's coming in. That's what you're about to be aligned with. So be very specific. This is you writing that Christmas list in a sense. What type of partner do you want to manifest in? You could have everything, but again, make that list. And if that person is missing 2 things, 1 thing, 3 things, they're not it then. God's going to give you exactly what you've been asking for because you deserved it. You've been waiting. You understand me? So this is like, again, that whole year you listened, you sat there and was cool with not getting certain things. You knew that in due time it would be given. So now they're like, you waited for so long, you get exactly what you want. What do you want? Make that list. What exactly do you want? Now, and again, every time somebody tries to pursue you, you check to see if they have all those qualities, or are you looking at the potential that they could have? Nah, you look and see what they show, and are they automatically that? You understand me? And if they not your partner. On to the next. On to the next. Don't give up. On to the next. Because you should know early on. Check that list. How they say, as soon as you get at the door, check that list. What is it? Okay, nah. They don't believe this. They don't want that. Nope, that ain't the person. Nah, I don't feel attracted to that. Ain't the person. Nah, they sitting there still pessimistic. They don't believe in no shit. Nope, that person don't got no faith. They ain't got no intelligence. Nope, they not raising their children. That's not your. Be quick. Be quick. Let's see. Okay, nope. It's a no. It's a no. You understand? But also when you make that list, guess what, chosen ones? There's a key element on how you can figure out exactly what's about to come in. Look on that list and see how many qualities that your ass has too. Because you can't sit there and expect certain things if you don't have what you expect. You understand? So, again, you better meet those requirements. Meet those expectations that you expecting. You understand? So, look at that list. What qualities do you have? Okay, you said you want your person to be like this, that, then the third. Okay, well, which qualities do you lack? Because whatever area that you lack in, that's what's about to come in. That's what you're going to be attracting then. So you already will have that heads up on the type of person that you about to run into based upon where you at. So you better pay attention. But listen, I got to get up off of here. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all your love, like, share, subscribe, gifts, kind words, and understanding. Because I apologize. I hate sniffling and snotting. I feel like that's so disrespectful. But I had to get this message out, all right? So I love you, chosen ones. Again, I apologize in advance. I'm about to get that Rico line right now. You understand? Get that holes, clear this out, all of that. So I love you so much. Remember, I'm still doing coaching sessions. The links in my bio did open up more openings, all right, just for the holiday season. I love you so much. I'm going to upload this live later on YouTube. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, baby, you know how to reach me, all right? Be great.